Good morning. I have another requested one here, although I may have remembered it wrong. So if I did, sorry. Yeah, have the Valkyrie versus the Queen of Hearts. That's Rose's AC from AC2. Basically, they're the respective resident snipers for technically 1 and 3 for Valkyrie and 2 and AA for Queen of Hearts, but you know, whatever. They're the resident snipers for, I'm gonna say 2 and 3. Even though, again, this is pretty much a flat-out remake of the AC1 Valkyrie, but whatever. You know what? Same difference. There's no stealth extensions, and frankly, the slug gun was ridiculous, so it wound up with a fight a little bit like this. But, yeah, there's a question to see which build might do a little bit better. For the Queen of Hearts, one side of it, she typically has, the 4 metal missile launcher on the back. There isn't, well, she can use the multi-missile. It's pretty much functionally the same thing in this one. And unfortunately, putting 2 of them would put her overweight against any legs that made sense. So what I did, basically, was just go and replace one of them with a radar, just like the Valkyrie, so that she's, you know, not simply losing track of somebody when they go behind a building. So, they're both long-range snipers. I'm not sure why Valkyrie wants to stay on the ground so much, but it appears she's just looking for cover. Yeah, this is the updated version. Function a little closer to the originals. Unfortunately, the basic sniper rifle that's usually used doesn't exactly hold up in this one. Alright, so looks like the Queen of Hearts ran out of their ECM extensions. Or insides, rather. Wow, that is a lot of pods around. Or decoys, I should say. Alright, so now they're both out of all their weapons. Oh, never mind. Looks like the Queen of Hearts still has her missiles, actually. I completely missed that. But, yeah, it's pretty much going to come down to a blading battle again, I think. Kind of the downside with snipers, since they reduced their ammo count, they're, a tad nerfed. But you know what? I think the Queen of Hearts has it. Yep. Alright, so that's 1 to Rose. Oh, never mind. That is the wrong button. Back out, reset the random, because unfortunately, as has been mentioned before, for whatever darn reason, it only decides to re-roll the map as soon as you come into this menu. It's going to get a little bit ridiculous with all of this huge number of saves, especially considering yesterday I found out that there is a pretty small cap on the team saves. That is to say, actually it's more like the hard saves on the team. You have one that you can go back and edit, and you have another one that you can go back and just basically use in fights, but you can no longer make any changes to them. So, the problem that kind of ends up resulting from this is there's only 10 slots available for normal saves. But when it comes to team saves, there's 30. So even if I end up splitting everything perfectly even, that's still gonna, you know, eventually limit the number of ACs that can actually be used for this whole thing. So I'm probably gonna have to start making alternate memory sticks or something, and then it's just gonna get a little weird from there. But I'm probably gonna start jotting down which ones are which at that point, and just kind of like start slotting them in and out, depending on what's needed. I don't know. I've already run into the issue that I've accidentally written over a couple of rosters this weekend. But yeah, no, it happens. Okay. So far... Who's who here? Okay. So far Valkyrie's winning it. Seems to be benefiting a lot more from less obstacles. Yeah, it seems like the Queen of Hearts definitely does better when there's more obstacles, just because the missiles can go around them. Never mind, that's switching around. She's not really using those ECM things very well. But that being said, it looks like Valkyrie's out of ammunition anyway. Oh, come on, you can do it. Get in there. Yeah, this is definitely coming down ammo count. Oh, no, she already used all her missiles. And I got a excited little cheering going on in the background here. The little ones decided that this little elephant plate thing is delicious, and decided that it was worth sharing. If this is important information, everyone needs to know this little plate's delicious. Alright. So, at this point, Valkyrie would have to pretty much just go for flanking cuts, but it's not looking likely. Especially since those pods are probably messing with her AI, too. Since that's also a feature in this. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of the snipers in later games didn't end up using as much ECM interference. Yep, it's going to the Queen of Hearts. Unfortunately, this is looking pretty unlikely for the Valkyrie. Even with the upgraded rifle, even with the changes that have been made as far as accuracy is concerned and all that. This is not the right menu that I pulled up. Yeah, even with the changes, it does not look like she has enough ammo to compete for a sniper duel here. Oh, maybe she can pull it out. Let's see. Okay, yeah. See, the map's even her color. Surely she has to be able to pull it out here. Maybe. Because yeah, as long as she has her gun, she stays in the lead. Then she runs out, she misses with those rockets. Just has to use that blade more. And yeah, I was asked a couple times why I gave her a hanger core. Well, there was no OB in Gen 1, so she has a hanger core. Might end up... actually might end up putting something in the hanger to address the issues that she's having. I think ultimately what I'm gonna end up doing, the first 10 team save slots, as in the hard saves, probably gonna end up just using those for AIs that are still in development and stuff like that. And then for the 30 other saves, just probably put the ones that are completely finished. As it's probably supposed to be. I mean, personally, I really hate the idea of not being able to go back and change anything. But, unless there's some way to alter that... Actually, I was thinking to go back and see if I messed with the numbers a little bit, if more saves would show up. Which, by the way, interesting thing I found out recently. For some reason, the 7 and 8 slots, they're actually switched. Saves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, for whatever bizarre reason. So that happened. Who knows? Quirky game. Alright. Come on. You can do it. Go for that cut. You know you want to. Oh, hi back there. Is that so? Apparently it is so. Getting a big smile and a nod. Oh, crap. Who's in here? Yeah, that has to be Valkyrie. Alright, so, yeah, looks like... If neither one hits each other for the next 30 minutes, okay, maybe Valkyrie will take it. Come on, you can get at least one win in. You can do it. Got this. Come on, after all the edits, surely you can keep up with another sniper that was put together in like 5 minutes. The joys of messing with AIs and having another slightly different build come along and just completely wreck it with no problems. Alright, there we go, she won one. It's technically close enough to call it a tie, but I think gonna give her that one. Okay, so 2-1. See if she can keep it up. Yeah, the next one that's coming out here is going to be next one of Azor's joke teams, called the Meme Dream. That's going to be a fun one. Made a similar joke team there, although it's going to end up being a 5-4 fight because his team's broken. One of them is missing parts. We'll see. All right. This map should be pretty favorable to the Valkyrie. A little trippy map. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna leave it on cinematic because it does its like crazy effects now and then. See how crazy the effects can go. So far, we've got the weird glowy effect. Come on, do the 9 split. How do we do the 9 split? Got extreme bloom. Got more trippy lasers and shots and stuff. Oh man. This is motion sickness inducing. Wonderful. There we go, there's that 9 split. I don't know what you're supposed to gain from that, but there it is. Oh, crap. Okay, that was decisive. With 2 and 2. Alright. Alright, final round. He finally takes the no prize. It's a pat on the back, and that's about it. I don't know, maybe they get a gift certificate to Arby's or something. Alright. This could favor Rose. It's got pretty wide open areas. Pillars could get hit by those things, but they also could allow for those missiles to hit. Honestly, it's just going to depend on the situation. Although this closer range is really favoring the Valkyrie. Pretty severely, actually. Like, as long as she can get all her rifle shots in at this range, she's typically gonna get a DPS advantage at some point. Just because Rose is gonna switch over the missiles. And it's still close, but looking like Rose right now. Yeah, those things can either be a huge benefit or a hindrance, but right now they're looking like a benefit. Come on, Valkyrie. Come on, you can do it. Get a slash in or something. Nope. Yeah. Well, there we go. The Queen of Hearts wins. What's that?